Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we have to talk about another milestone. The Dominican Republic has new records. That's right. Not only the monthly record, not only the 6 or 7 month record, not only the yearly record so far. How about the 4 year record? The last 4 years, the total amount has been broken as well. Let's talk about it. This is great news for investors, anybody that's doing business in the Dominican Republic. The ceiling is unknown. The profit potential is unknown. Are you paying attention? And welcome. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you so much for being here. Please share the videos because you never know who else is going to need help or who doesn't even know what's going on in the Dominican Republic. Now, we're on the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page. And once again, I always point out members of the channel, a few of them are shown courtesy of YouTube over here on the right-hand side. As a member of the channel, under the community tab, you receive special messages specifically for you. You also receive 1 or 2 videos per month specifically for you. You also can join me on the Wednesday night live stream where members only that have an icon, that's all members, next to their name can be in the chat room. Members can also join me on any live stream. And where do you get the link? Under the community tab as well. And they have special emojis that rarely are they used. You guys got to start using those special emojis more. All right, we have more, but that's it for now, such as releasing videos. Members of the channel can see them first before the public. That's right, that's another little perk. So let's get into it without further ado. We have to get into the numbers, shall we? Dominican tourism hits visitor record in 4 years. Here it is, 6,968,623. Let's see what that number is. All right, I want to know, is that the first January through the end of July number? Because that's what it looks like to me. Because remember, we're trying to get to 11 million tourists coming by cruise and air this year. We're trying to get to 8.5 to 9 million by air only. We'll see how that shakes out next month as we get closer to the end of the year. Now, here we are. The Ministry of Tourism has announced record-breaking numbers with nearly 32 million tourists visiting the Dominican Republic between August 2020 and July 31st, 2024. That is 4 years. You know that average is 8 million a year, and that includes cruise. So don't think it's just air passengers. That's just cruise by itself. Just so you know. I mean, cruise and air together is what that number represents. All right. In the first 7 months of 2024, the country welcomed 6.968. So I'll do the number right. 6,968,623 they welcomed for the first 7 months, January 1st through July 31st, visitors, reflecting a strong growth in the tourism sector, which in turn is a strong growth in the investor sector, in real estate, which is a great thing for the business environment because now you have additional people on the island to hire, to start a business, to help the infrastructure. That's always a good thing. In July 2024 alone, 811,000 tourists arrive by air, that has to be a new record. I don't think I've ever seen 800 as a number, even in January, February, March, the prime time seasons. I've never, I don't believe, seen 811,000 and no less in July, which is high humidity, incredible. What do you think's going to happen next year when it's January, February, March, and April? Surely it has to be over 800,000 for each of those months coming up. This is great. And what is helping it? If you haven't been checking out the Dominican Republic Weekly, then you don't understand why there's more tourists coming. It could be because of the new Dominican Republic Airlines that's adding an extra 50, 60, 70, 100, 200,000 passengers per month now. That is helpful. Just saying. All right, well, let me get back to it. 811,192 just in the month of July arrived by air, while 206,704 cruise passengers visited, both showing significant increases over previous years. That is correct. Both are records. Again, another month, another record for cruise and tourists. And again, if you're not checking out the Dominican Republic weekly that I do, that means you also will not recognize that the cruise passenger increase is also because there have been 2 additional cruise ports added over the last 5 years to the Dominican Republic. And that means more ships are coming every month. So this is why the cruise ship passenger industry is also going to be major over the next 5 years. They're going to keep increasing more cruises and cruise ships and cruise passengers, both showing significant increase over the previous years. Here we go. From January to July 2024, non-resident arrivals by air rose 8%. And cruise passenger arrivals grew by 19%. This is substantial, and if they can keep this up, the administration has done a great thing. If they can keep this up and keep taxes low, this would be great, because now more and more tourists are going to come. But if they continue this 18, 28%, damn near 30% on a lot of stuff, and when you leave the country after you stayed there 30 days or more, you have to pay additional tax to leave. That is problematic. You're already paying ridiculous 18% plus 28%, 18% plus 10% when you're dealing with restaurants, nightclubs, and things like that. So going higher than this is not good. Not good at all. So there's an upside to this, but there needs to be a downside with the amount of tax. More people, you can reduce the tax. That would get more people to travel here. They've already tried the open skies agreement, which, again, that helps the domestic carriers from the Dominican Republic tap into other cities in America. That doesn't necessarily mean that the airline rate is going to go down dramatically. In fact, Open Skies Agreement, just so everybody knows, generally stays the same pricing except for a few outliers, which helps. But it does not dramatically reduce the price of airfare. Just letting everybody know. With that said, this is short and sweet. And I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you for watching. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why for the last 3, 4, 5 years, we've been talking about no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry by investing in Dominican Republic real estate or starting a business. Now it's moving into what I almost call the plateau stage, because there's a time when just having enough visitors coming by air, tourists coming by air, at one time that's dramatic. That caused the pre-construction boom to occur. But now prices are higher. So now that not as many people are probably going to be buying. So now there actually has to be some infrastructure. There actually has reasons for people to live there, to come there for more than just vacationing for 6 or 7 days. That's what's going to happen here. So with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.